Yo, it's your man's now from the mausoleum, reincarnated just as hard-headed 80 on representing underhanded Indiana with the official Keith Murray, Fredro Starr recap. I watched this battle about 5-6 times now, and I ain't laughed this hard for a good minute, and it felt good to get that out of my system, man. Laughing's good for you. Now, I'm going to break this shit down because I'm a big Keith Murray fan. And if you watch my prediction blog, I told you if Keith Murray came in that motherfucker fucked up, he was getting 3-0. So if he came through sober, he might win. But he didn't. He came in fucked up. But let me break this down before I give you my who won and shit. Because this is debatable. It's debatable. Let me tell you. Let me break this shit down. If you go to thisis50.com, there's a longer version of the battle. Like a lot of the battles getting shared and passed around, it starts off with Keith Murray starting to rap. Going, I'm going first. If you go to thisis50.com, you'll find a version where he in the ring, doing the Keith Murray dance to the most beautiful thing in this world, and he's waiting on other people to get in the ring. So, Murder Mook gets in the ring. Murder Mook starts, shouting out battle rap, and he remember when, Smack DVDs and brothers weren't getting paid, and now look, and Keith Murray snatched the mic from him. He rebutted him. He rebutted Mook right on the spot. Talking about, hey, I've been making battle rap records since 85, 95, one of them decades. He said all my records is battle rap records. And I could contest to that. I made some best of Keith Murray records, and they all battle rap. He a lyricist, man, so he put it down for battle rap. A lot of y'all motherfuckers on Keith Murray records, but y'all just, y'all don't know. So, that's facts. Keith Murray does make battle rap records, so he 3-0 Murder Mook like it was nothing. So, you gotta take that in consideration. He came off the bat and unofficially 3-0 Murder Mook right off the bat. So all y'all people talking about Murder Mook ain't lost a round and 11 rounds. Well, he just lost to Keith Murray. Cause he ain't tried to snatch that mic back until Keith was done. He was whispering. I think he was a little bit heated that Keith snatched that mic from me and caused him to lose a round. But Murder Mook lost the round to Keith Murray. So, Fredro gets in the ring, grabs the mic. Like, the referee kept on getting his mic snatched. And the first thing Fredro do is elbow Keith Murray. He's like, y'all motherfuckers talking all that shit. And Keith Murray on the other side, like, bop, bop. He's shooting him in the head with the, with the two-piece finger gun. And the referee's in between them. Like, that shit would have been set off right there. So, before y'all start blaming Keith Murray, Fredro's the first one to throw an elbow. And for some reason, they had a little drum roll, little sitcom drum roll type shit going on. So, maybe from the get-go, this shit was set up to be some old sitcom shit. I'm not sure. But I peeped that shit. Keith Murray snatched the mic, said, I'm going first. Snatched the mic from the ref. You know what I'm talking about? So, that's 5 points for Keith Murray off the bat. He snatched the mic, he going for his. So, he told the DJ, if you listen, he told the DJ, fade me out on my punchlines. Fade me out. You know what I'm saying? And if you watch my recap on my prediction blog, I told you he was doing that for cannabis. He was fading him out. He was fading him out a little bit too much. So if you ain't checked out my prediction blog, go check that out. He told the DJ to fade me out on my punchlines. DJ enough. Why ain't you fade him out? So, you know, like Keith Murray was dealing with a lot of fuckery, man. Stop fuckery. Okay. So, Keith Murray came through with that. Y'all got me battling. He said, look, you could have got me Big Pun, Big Biggie, Small, Jadakiss, Eminem. He could, hey, he off the gate, he said, look, y'all could have got me one of these other motherfuckers. Y'all got me battling, you know, this dude. Y'all got me battling the WB Frog. He said, you could get, he said, give me Eminem. Eminem don't want none of Keith. Eminem don't want them troubles. And for all y'all that don't know, Keith Murray threw a shot at Eminem. And Eminem threw a shot back at Keith Murray. A lot of y'all motherfuckers don't know this, because y'all don't listen to battle rap. Y'all don't listen, man. Y'all don't listen. They got beef. Keith Murray and Cannabis. Keith Murray and Eminem had beef. Excuse me. And let me break this down for y'all. Keith Murray featuring Busta Rhymes. So on Keith Murray album, I think Rapmophobia. I forget the name of the song. It was Keith Murray featuring Busta Rhymes. He said, I'll make you mad, rappers, something. I make rappers madder than when Eminem seen his girl kissing that Arabian when he was talking about Kim. Remember Eminem did the skit before the song Soldier, and he sees somebody kissing his girl, then he pistol whip him or whatever. Keith Murray threw that in the record, threw that scenario. He said, I make you madder than when Eminem seen his girl kissing that Arabian. I ain't going for it. That's what he said. So then Eminem came back on the D12 song called 6 in the Morning. He said, I'm the beautifulest thing, and you're going to miss me when I'm gone. Like Keith Murray when he threw his stool and hit the girl accidentally. So he threw a shot at Keith Murray. Because if you know, that's the incident that got Keith Murray sent away. So he's like, okay, you want to talk about my wife kissing that motherfucker? All right, let me talk about when you got sent away to prison. See, y'all motherfuckers don't, do you listen to lyrics or do you just skim through them? You know? Y'all got that new undergods? You know? A lot of y'all two rappers need to inspire to get yourself a record deal. Maybe y'all can be like Cannabis and Keith Murray, the undergods. Y'all can throw shots at Eminem, and he'll respond. Because Eminem don't respond to everybody. He don't respond to a lot of motherfuckers. But them bars from Keith fucked him up, so he had to say something. But anyway, he said, you give me Eminem, all them motherfuckers. He told Fredro, I will split your head with a log. And I don't think the crowd, a log? He will split his head with a log. You know? You see, I'm from Indiana. We chop down trees and, throw the wood. You know what I'm saying? We got the furnace and shit like that. So he said he will split his head with a log and send him to the Lord. And that ball was, whew. Hey, those ain't light bars. Those are heavy bars right there. He will split his head with a log. Man, that haymaker might have won Keith Murray the battle, right? But y'all sleeping, man. Y'all sleeping. So, then, see, he had to bring that line back like 3 times. Challenging Eminem. Challenging, y'all could have got me Jadakiss, all these motherfuckers. He just putting it out there. Hey, give me some comp. You know what I'm saying? And then he turned into KRS. See, I think Keith Murray was watching, these current battle rappers, and he used John the Don's for me, steal for motherfuckers. Turn into another motherfucker and beat a motherfucker with their style. So he kind of, remember when John, I think he was battling Bill Collector, and he turned into like 3 or 4 motherfuckers, and you know what I mean? That's what Keith Murray did. He must have watched the John the Don battle and say, hey, I'm going to turn to KRS-One. He put on the wig with the dreads and Soundboy Killer. He was fucking him up with the Jamaican Rastaman, Batty Boy, hot lava, hot fire. So I think the Jamaicans and the Rastaman who was in the building, who was from Brooklyn, I think they appreciated that shit. You know what I'm saying? They really appreciate that shit. He told him, Cousin Harold, body bag, he threw a shot at Saphir from the West Coast. Y'all listening? He was taking shots at Saphir from the West Coast. From the Golden State Warriors, Razcast, Exhibits Man. And he's in a wheelchair, so, that was kind of disrespectful on Keith, but he didn't give a fuck. He threw a shot at Saphir. And he said, K-Shine, zip him up. But I don't think y'all heard that Cousin Harold body bag. Y'all remember Menace Society? He said he would do that to motherfucking Fredro. That right there won the battle. That line right there, battle was over. So I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, man. I mean, let me just say, Keith Murray won this shit by a landslide. Landslide. But I'm going to get into the rest of this shit. Fredro came through swagger jacking, He said you can find Keith Murray shit in the R&B section. He came through with the most beautiful thing in this world. He was swagger jacking, He tried to flip the John shit on him too. He was on shit. He tried to rebuttal and, do the John the Don, stealing, swagger jacking and whatnot, But he was swagger jacking Keith shit. He turned that Keith shit back on him. He said you can find me in the R&B section for this session. Like Keith Murray said that line before. And then he slammed the mic down. After Fredro went, he slammed the mic down. We criticized Joe Budden for doing that shit. So -5 points for Fredro for, bad sportsmanship, slamming the mic down. So that's -5 points for Fredro. All right, then Keith Murray go again. He's you stealing my shit. The most beautiful thing in this world. And he said, he rebutted him. Another 5 points for a nice rebuttal, Then he talked about he was slamming him like Onyx and, mentioned Sun C's. He said Sun C's is the hardest thing y'all grew up in. He don't even fuck with y'all. He don't even fuck with y'all like that. He said I'll hit you and leave your eye looking like Jack Thrillers and sticky fingers and whatnot. Just straight fucking him up. Fucking him up. So then Fredro go again. And he's talking about if you bought a Keith Murray album, you was buying trash. Hey, I bought my Murray album. Yeah, he got some bangers. He got a few tracks here and there that you can add to the best stuff Keith Murray makes. And, and when it's said and done, you got the, the little finished product of the best stuff. He got some bangers. So, if you buy a new album, you might get a couple of bangers, but it all goes down to the finished product, the best stuff, volume 2 or 3, They say you buying trash and, you rap like this is science class and, he told him he was smoking dust, you got kids watching the battle. We try to keep kids off drugs. So Keith Murray felt violated, so he snatched the mic from him. Hold up, man, Just say no to drugs. I don't put my business out there, He don't fuck with the Bombazi no more like that. So Fredro was a little tad bit out of line, you know what I'm saying? Don't be promoting that Bombazi shit, more. I mean, he was young, Just experiment, tamper with the drugs and whatnot. Hey, but let's leave that alone, you know? So I was kind of like violation in a way from Fredro, Starr, and Onyx and them. So that's minus 5 points for Fredro, man. You can't be, you know, you got kids watching this shit, man. You can't be calling people dust heads and whatnot, man. You can't do it, man. Minus 5 points for Fredro, Starr for calling Keith a dust head. So Keith had no choice but to snatch the mic from him. Because he felt violated. He violated that man. Minus 5 points for Fredro. So he snatched the mic. And then, you know, then Fredro snatched the mic back. Fucked the mic up. You know, that's another minus 5 points for Fredro. Oh, man. Shit just got crazy, man. This shit got crazy. Oh, shit. He Keith Murray came. Keith Murray came back and said, I'll make your girl pee the bed. He said he'll make his girl pee the bed. So what he meant was, he'll make his girl squirt, you know what I'm saying? Because when girls be squirting, like, a lot of that's like mixed with urine. So he's like, man, I'll have your girl turned out so to the point that she pee in the bed. He said he have a squirt. So, you know, if you do that to somebody's girl and they ain't making her squirt, man, that's some hardcore shit. So Keith was just fucking Fredro up if you really think about it. Alright. Fredro. He said my shooters got 3 Ks. The Ku Klux Klan, they got 3 Ks on them. He called Keith Murray Eastside Crackhead. You know, which was in violation. Like we trying to keep these kids off drugs and whatnot. So, you know, I give him this 5 points back because you know he went gully with it. Like, look, I'm still calling you a crackhead. He called him Eastside Crackhead. He got his 5 points back. So the battle's getting like close to neck and neck right now. Oh shit. So Keith Murray told him he a weed thief. You know, he'd be going to weed dispensaries, stealing weed on camera, and this man would literally whoop his ass like he stole something. And he had to bring it back like, you know, you're stealing weed, man. You know, you're stealing weed, like, that's just whack. And then Keith Murray kind of brought it back, like, no, you know, you're stealing weed and weed dispensaries, like, you know, get it together. You know? He started talking about Fredro's drug habits, you know? He had to that's a rebuttal. And he rebutted him. So he started talking about 400 years. Then they wanted to go and snatch Keith Murray's mic from him. So then Keith Murray was acting like, you know, from that battle, it seemed like if Keith had toys back in the days when he was a youngster, he didn't let them other kids play with his toys back in school, man, because he didn't want to give up that mic, man. I don't think Keith Murray played well with others when he was back in kindergarten and first grade and shit. All right. And then Fredro came through and started talking about Keith's career, talking about you ain't had a hit since R. Kelly. He started talking about Pictionary. You be using words that ain't even in the dictionary. You know, he was kind of fucking him up. And then, like, 3rd round, they start rocking to a Junior Mafia beat, like, 1, 2, y'all, no stopping, yeah. And I think it was a track where Jamal from Illegal, from the Death Squad, he was on that track. Black Moon also had that song called Jump Up. You know, they was rapping over that beat. So Keith Murray come through, he started talking about how he'll fuck him up. He started naming every member of the family and shit. He said the man face invasion to get shot, you know, fucking him up. And he just did an interview on the Combat Jack show. Check this shit out though. For all y'all who think that this shit's gonna fuck Keith up, it really just made him hot, really. It really just made him hot. So on the Combat Jack show, he said the Def Squad got a cipher on the BET Awards. And he spit some bars from the BET Awards from that cipher. And he used them bars in that Fredro battle. When he was talking about Sunday morning, you know, he kind of stumbled a bar, you know. He do dirt throughout the week. Sunday morning he go to church. And then he said something like, Sunday evening I'm right back at it. But instead of saying Sunday evening, he said Sunday morning. He kind of fumbled the bar. And then he started mumbling and shit like, the agua goo goo gaga, you know, he started falling off a tad bit. But Keith Murray's style is just, he used so many words for a beat, you know what I mean? He should have told, you know, like I say, DJ Enough was fucking him up. He said, fade the beat out on my punchlines, and DJ Enough failed to do that. So then, Fredro go again. He's talking about he'll give him $1.50. He said he'll $1.50 dripping wet. I'll give you $1.50, leave you dripping wet. He said, you talking about Brandy and who fucking Angela Yee? You know? He said, who fucking Angela Yee? And then it seemed like Keith Murray had some issues with somebody in the crowd or something. He had his back turned. So, you know, you got hecklers fucking with Keith and shit. So, you know, probably the mad face invasion fools, you know. So, I don't know. Then, you know, Keith Murray go again. He's talking about, no, this is the part where Keith Murray started talking about little cousin, this and that, your auntie and all them shits. And then he said, you sleep with a pillow under a dildo under your pillow, some shit like that. And, Fredro go again. I think it's the acapella. He said like, Dre did Sugar, I give you the business, you know. He said you lie so much you could be the polygraph, you know. Fredro was going off on this last shit. He said, I'll shoot up your cerebellum. You know, he swagger jacking Keith. Keith be using them big words like that, so. Yeah, Keith, back in the days, like back when this battle was supposed to happen back in the day, Keith was on the Breakfast Club. And he spit a freestyle that people was like, well, shit, he using bars that's supposed to be for Fredro. He spit that shit again. And he also just, a track got leaked called Laws of Polarity. Greetings, yes, indeedings, let's go on with our proceedings. Break you down like baby feedings. That's the shit he spit, you know what I mean? So every time Keith would end his round, or go blank, he'd say, motherfucker. And pretty much ended the battle. So I say it's one of the most entertaining battles I done seen. Man, I've been laughing for days. I think about this shit while I'm at work and start rolling and laughing, man. This is going down in the history books, man. This is the greatest rap battle I ever witnessed, man. I ain't bullshitting, man. Shout out to MC Wars, man. Shout out to MC Wars, man. That shit was great, man. 80 Yowen. I got Fredro just barely edging this one. But he said he split his head with a law. I don't know. I got Fredro edging this one. 80 Yowen underhanded Indiana.